Tell Floyd to get on live. Tell him show where he at.
For a long time, boxing fans viewed Gervonta "Tank" Davis as Floyd Mayweather's chosen successor. Their close association fueled countless stories online, including claims that Mayweather had purchased a luxury home for the Baltimore star. As those rumors continued to spread, Davis finally decided to address them publicly. The discussion reignited after a social media user accused Tank of selling a house that Floyd supposedly bought for him and suggested he should repay the boxing legend. Davis quickly shut down the allegation, responding that Mayweather never bought him a house and calling the claim completely false. Davis joined Mayweather promotions early in his professional career and eventually developed into one of boxing's biggest attractions. However, the partnership that once appeared strong began losing momentum around 2020. Although both sides initially presented their separation as respectful, signs of friction have become increasingly visible over the years. The latest chapter in their complicated relationship began when Davis posted comments suggesting that Mayweather was unable to leave Dubai. According to Tank, the undefeated champion was dealing with financial matters overseas. When questioned by followers about the accusation, Davis doubled down, saying that if his statements were untrue, Mayweather could easily prove him wrong by going live publicly. Those comments sparked immediate backlash from loyal Mayweather supporters. One fan criticized Davis for attacking someone who had helped him throughout his rise in boxing, arguing that he only changed his attitude after achieving success. The supporter also repeated the long-running story about Floyd buying him a home. While rejecting that specific claim, Davis has openly acknowledged receiving significant support from Mayweather before they even signed a promotional agreement. In a previous interview, Tank explained that Floyd had already been giving him expensive gifts, including vehicles and jewelry, long before any contracts were finalized. Despite the ups and downs between them, there have been moments showing mutual respect. During Davis's victory over Ryan Garcia, Mayweather Promotions CEO Leonard Ellerbay worked closely with Tank, while Floyd attended the event and supported him from ringside. After the win, the two were even seen leaving together. Still, the tension appears far from resolved. Reports later surfaced indicating that Davis had more criticism directed at Mayweather, with additional comments circulating online and fueling speculation that their public feud may continue.
Tell Floyd to get on live.
The feud between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Floyd Mayweather has continued to grow, turning what was once one of boxing's most respected mentor-student relationships into a very public dispute. Recent developments suggest that neither side is willing to back down, with both men exchanging comments online and drawing attention across the boxing world. Davis has never been afraid to challenge high-profile figures, and this time his focus remains firmly on Mayweather. The tension escalated after Tank claimed that the undefeated boxing legend was facing difficulties in Dubai due to unresolved financial matters. According to Davis, Mayweather was unable to leave because money was allegedly owed to certain individuals. The accusation quickly spread across social media and intensified an already strained relationship. Mayweather soon responded in his own way. Rather than directly addressing the allegations, he shared videos on social media that appeared to mock Davis. One clip showed Tank dancing, and Floyd used the opportunity to take a playful shot at his former protege. He followed that with another post featuring Shakur Stevenson, who publicly called on Davis to stop avoiding a fight and finally agreed to meet him in the ring. Stevenson's challenge added another layer to the drama. He argued that Davis should focus on fighting top opponents instead of engaging in social media disputes. Mayweather's decision to promote the potential matchup was viewed by many as a clear sign that he was siding with Stevenson rather than Tank. Davis did not stay silent. He fired back by claiming that Mayweather's support for Stevenson had little to do with boxing and more to do with personal relationships behind the scenes. Tank suggested that Floyd's motives were not genuine and questioned why he was backing Stevenson so aggressively. He also reminded fans that he was already committed to a multi-fight agreement, making future matchmaking more complicated than critics suggested. The exchanges became increasingly personal. Davis criticized Stevenson's performances and dismissed the growing hype around him, while Stevenson responded by taking aim at Tank's contract situation. As both fighters traded insults online, the attention gradually shifted away from boxing and toward the personal animosity connecting all parties involved. The most shocking moment came when Davis directed an emotional message toward Mayweather himself. His comments suggested that the disagreement had moved far beyond business and entered deeply personal territory. The statement immediately generated headlines and raised concerns about just how serious the conflict had become. What makes the situation surprising is the history shared by the two men. For years, Mayweather played a major role in Davis's rise through the sport. Under Mayweather Promotions, Tank transformed from a promising prospect into one of boxing's biggest attractions. Floyd frequently supported him, promoted his fights, and offered guidance throughout his development as a champion. Even after they officially separated in 2022, signs of mutual respect still appeared from time to time. During Davis's blockbuster victory over Ryan Garcia, Mayweather was present at ringside and openly celebrated Tank's success. Following the fight, Floyd praised Davis's growth and expressed pride in what he had accomplished. He acknowledged that young fighters sometimes say things publicly that they later regret, and suggested that Tank was still maturing. However, the peace did not last. Additional disagreements surfaced, and many observers believe the relationship eventually reached a breaking point. The conflict now appears to be affecting people around them as well. One example involves rising prospect Kermel Moton, another young boxer closely associated with Mayweather. Moton recently shared photos from a training session with Floyd and praised the team supporting his development. Shortly afterward, Davis responded online with comments that many interpreted as criticism of Moton's future opportunities. Fans quickly noticed the connection and wondered whether the ongoing feud was beginning to influence relationships beyond Davis and Mayweather themselves. The irony is that Mayweather once spoke openly about helping young fighters avoid mistakes. In one of his public messages, he explained that people often focus on his luxury lifestyle without understanding the sacrifices required to achieve success. He stressed that discipline, hard work, and dedication were responsible for everything he earned. Many believed those remarks were general advice, but Davis appeared to view them as indirect criticism and responded accordingly. Today, what was once considered a powerful partnership has become one of boxing's most talked-about rivalries outside the ring. Their collaboration helped build Davis into a global attraction and strengthened Mayweather's influence as a promoter and mentor. Yet the constant stream of public exchanges suggests that the relationship may be damaged beyond repair. As the conflict continues, fans remain divided. Some believe Davis is simply speaking his mind, while others feel he has turned against someone who played a significant role in his career. Regardless of where opinions fall, one thing is clear. The bond that once united Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis has evolved into a highly public feud, and there appears to be no immediate end in sight.
Oh boy, now he came out and put his young homie in his drawers on his...
Haney criticized Mayweather by referencing his age and suggesting his attempts to provoke Davis were hurting his own reputation. He questioned Floyd's intentions, arguing that the boxing legend seemed more interested in attention and controversy than helping Davis. Haney also dismissed any suggestion that Tank lacked the talent or skills to succeed.
Is it to sell pay-per-views and then say it's some sugar in the tank? Or is it really just some salt and his old ass shaker?
Haney's response reflected his frustration with Mayweather's role in the dispute and his doubts about Floyd's true intentions. The tension escalated after Bill Haney claimed Mayweather retired following a sparring session with Devin Haney. After Devin's first professional loss to Ryan Garcia, the comments sparked a lengthy and heated exchange between Bill Haney and Mayweather on Instagram Live.
Bill, if your son is undefeated in the gym, congratulations. Congratulations that you got an undefeated fighter in the gym. I'm not.
That's not it.
I'm the under the light type fighter.
That don't lie. I got a nigga that don't lie 100% of the time.
Let me ask you a question. Bill, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What's my record under the lights? What's my record under the lights?
I'm going to tell you, but listen, what's your record in life?
No.
Yeah.
Down to it.
Yeah, what's my record?
What is my record
in life? What's your record under?
The dispute intensified when Bill Haney downplayed Mayweather's undefeated 50-0 record, arguing that his choice of opponents diminished its value. Floyd pushed back, and the exchange soon became personal, as Haney shifted the discussion toward Mayweather's parenting and family life.
50 of your opponents
My record in life is undefeated.
Listen, huh? You said what? You said in life
My
you
record
undefeated.
in life is undefeated.
Come on, man. What are you talking about your record in life? Who are you talking to? Who you talking to? You trying to tell these people that you don't take no L's. You take L's around this fuck. I done took L's. My son took L. We take L's. What the fuck you talking about? You keep running around this fuck acting like that you the only one like
When
your
somebody
shit
died,
don't
when you lose a loved one, of course we take it.
Bill Haney reaffirmed his dedication to supporting his son, Devin Haney. Mayweather responded by suggesting Devin needed help during his recent fight and hinted at a future confrontation with Bill. Haney fired back, stressing that his son has always depended on family support rather than Floyd's assistance.
Bill, at the end of the day, listen, I called to find out what is your problem with me, because I don't have no problem with you.
I'm for the streets. You do something for the streets, and then I'll be cool. I'm cool. I'll stop saying something, nigga. If it was some hellified street niggas that was up around you to say, nigga, he got us, then I'll be, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I talk shit, but I don't mean nothing. I'm just doing some comedy shit, man.
So Bill,
I don't dislike you. It's just comedy.
Bill, is me and your ultimate goal is to help our kids go to the next level, or is our ultimate goal is for us to go against each other? You tell me.
I don't know. I mean, are you helping your kids? I don't know. You know what? You can see my work. You can see my work. You see what...
Bill Haney recalled seeing Mayweather's children in public and said he advised them to stay careful because of who their father is. He expressed disappointment that Floyd never thanked him. Mayweather replied that grown children make their own choices and accused Bill of caring more about money than appreciation.
You did. You come up in there with that slow drag talking about that 50, under the lights. The fuck the lights, man, that 50, You know that shit don't mean nothing in the street. If you ain't really pushing that line and your kids are right in these streets, you hoe ass nigga. You see what I'm saying? If you ain't if your kids ain't walking around and they mobbing in these streets and they all right, then don't nothing else matter.
Bill, it's not about the streets, Bill.
I said,
Bill, it's not about the streets. That's why you got out the streets, Bill. That's why you got out the streets. I learned from my dad not to even be in the streets. But listen, I ain't coming up in no suburb, Bill.
Listen, no, wait a minute, but I'm still in the street. Listen, I'm still in the street, and if I see your kids, if I see your kids,
Bill Haney insisted the discussion was never about money, but about supporting their children. Frustrated by the exchange, he said he had no interest in continuing the argument. When Mayweather kept teasing him, Bill maintained that both families relied on their own support systems and stressed that he needed no help from Floyd Mayweather.
What you mean? I'm just seeing your kids in the streets and told somebody to back the fuck up, leave your kids alone, because I'm a thoroughbred street nigga, and you know your kids be in the streets.
They can do whatever they want.
Squares.
That's them.
Squares. Yeah, you said they'd do whatever they want to do. You clown. What you mean your kids can do it? And you got $150 million.
I didn't say that. I said when kids
just said that they can do whatever they want to do.
When kids get to a certain age, they're gonna do what the fuck they want to do anyway.
So
what are you talking about?
Everything. You buy them bitches everything. How you can't buy your kids everything the same pocket?
Why are you worried about what I'm doing with my mama? You pocket watching? Bill, now you
I'm a thoroughbred nigga. You already know it. 17 years.
Said his support for Devin came from genuine care and suggested Bill contact him privately to settle their issues. Their heated exchange revealed deeper tensions, adding more intrigue to the ongoing Garcia, Haney, and Davis storyline.
And guess what?
So does George.
If he need me, I'm gonna be there for him. If he need me, I'm gonna be there for him.
No, you was just popping slick, and I pop back at you, crazy fool.
Yeah, if he
we don't need you for dog shit. We don't need you for...
And then guess what? Anytime I ever talked to Devin, I helped him, Devin, guess what? It was all total love.
As this saga continues to captivate the boxing world through viral posts and public confrontations, the future of the relationship between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather remains uncertain. Whether reconciliation is possible or not, one reality cannot be ignored. Their once powerful alliance has been transformed forever, leaving a lasting imprint on the sport and everyone connected to it. If you enjoyed this breakdown, click on one of the videos on your screen now and stay tuned for more of boxing's biggest stories.